Buzz Access. I'm Paris Kyle, one half of the Kyle sisters.
Hi, my name is Sydney Kyle, and I am the second half of the Kyle sisters.
Good morning, sisters.
Good morning, sisters.
We are in Jamaica. Alright guys, so we are headed to the bar. Like, what's up?
What it do? Because everybody think we twins on a resort, and we not. I don't know why people keep saying that.
We do kind of look alike with our green
a little
on.
bit, but not twins. Oh, that's our friend.
Oh, hi friends, say hi.
Well, I will be the oldest, and I am older than Sydney by 4 years.
Yeah, and that's one of the questions we get a lot. Who's
All
the
the
oldest?
time.
And well, for one, are y'all twins? And then the second question, who's the oldest?
Who's the oldest? Sydney and I were not always as close as we are. I am 4 years older than her, so by the time she came along, I was 4, and I had everything to myself. And when Sydney came along, I had to learn how to share. I had to learn how to be nice. I had to learn how to be a loving big sister. And so with that,
What was the learning curve? How long did it take?
It took a while.
it took a while. It took until about high school. You know what? I always say that Sydney and I are sisters, but we did not grow up the same. By the time Sydney came along, my parents were in a different space in life. They were different parents. We didn't have the same exact parents. So, but it took until like I was in high school, and when I was in high school, Sydney was in elementary school still. So,
Fifth grade.
Yeah, 5th grade, and I was in 9th grade, and then we became besties.
Yeah.
So
I feel like as I got older, we started to share more of the same interests with our love for fashion and traveling and beauty and things like that. And that really led us to, for one, becoming best friends, and for two, just wanting to do pretty much everything together.
Right.
You know,
And
as a
that's-
sister, you have your own built-in best friend. So
right. And that's how we ultimately discovered our brand. It's our shared interest in fashion and beauty.
Update, y'all. That shot was nasty. Like, if you come to Jamaica, don't get the Bob Marley shot. It tastes like cough syrup. Ladies, did you like it?
Fuck no. I didn't take it.
I took hers.
Our very first trip together was Greece, Santorini, Greece to be exact. Was it Santorini, Greece?
I was gonna say, are we talking about like our very first trip when we did our cruise, or was it Santorini? Because they were both two different experiences, and they
okay.
both hit like a switch. Like,
Yeah. Ooh, it
this
did.
is exciting.
Okay. Yeah.
You tell the Santorini, I'll tell the cruise.
Well, I was just gonna say that our first trip, like overseas,
Okay.
was Santorini, Greece, and we were not vloggers at the time, and I really wish we were because that was the trip. I think for me, that made me go, wow, we have to travel more. We have to live
more,
life.
have to
Yeah.
explore.
Yeah. And
for
we
sure.
were very young.
Yeah.
I don't even think you were 21 yet.
I wasn't.
Yeah. What was our first travel vlog?
Costa Rica.
Mm-mm.
It was
Puerto
Costa
Rico.
Rica. I'm sorry.
Puerto Rico during the pandemic, 2020. The world was shut down.
But the only thing that was open to where you can still kind of travel and do the things that we love.
Was Puerto Rico. Well, not only Puerto Rico. It was a few different places, but where we decided to go was Puerto
Yeah.
Rico because we hadn't been there yet, and
Right.
that was the trip, and that was our first travel vlog together. It did numbers.
It did numbers.
It
That's
did
actually
numbers.
what got us monetized on YouTube was the Puerto Rico vlog.
Yeah.
So the first couple videos, YouTube videos that we had our good friend at the time who was a videographer, and we asked him, can you help us edit? And we saw how he edited. He like put our twist and our, style within the vlogs. And then because we sat there with him, we told him everything that we like. So we're very creative, but we didn't know how to edit and put it together. So we literally watched him step by step, how to edit, how to make a transition, how to cut this out, how to put music.
And shout out to my sister because she really learned how to do it first.
Yeah.
She sat there and watched. Shout out to Kano because he did it for us just off the strength of he was our good friend at the time and he wanted to see us win.
Yeah.
He sat there and edited those vlogs for us, and Sydney sat there and watched him do it.
Every detail.
And learned it. Every step of the way she learned it, and then as she learned it, and every time she learned something new, she taught me. So that was when we learned how to edit, watching somebody else do it.
Exactly. And when you're passionate about it, it's not even like work anymore. You have fun editing. Because editing could be the hardest part.
It is the hardest part.
It takes away from the fun of vlogging. But when you just love it and you enjoy it and you love creating a story, it just comes natural.
Especially that thrill of when you press send that first video to YouTube and you get those comments and those views. Like, you want to learn how to edit your own videos.
One of the biggest comments that we get in our YouTube is, which I love, our viewers tell us, oh my gosh, this vlog, it makes us feel like we're here with y'all. Especially the travel vlogs. Like, they'll say, I feel like I'm on this trip with y'all. I feel like I'm living this experience with y'all. And that's probably the best compliment I think we've gotten on YouTube to, you know, make our audience feel like our sisters is what we call them.
For the birthday, two times for the birthday. We got
Everything is still a learning process. This whole thing, even us just being in LA, being content creators, being vloggers, being influencers, it's all a learning experience. So we're definitely still learning. And I remember the first time Sydney and I had to take a train together in Paris. Do you remember that? And I was like, Sydney, like, help me figure out how we're gonna get on this train. Like, every time we go to a new city, like, we learn something new.
And we try to incorporate that in the vlog. So we're learning it, y'all are learning it. As we're learning it, we're vlogging it. So, you know, again, the audience is there with us. But yeah.
And we make mistakes and we laugh at it and we keep on going.
It's lit. It's a birthday party. Yeah. You know what it never was? It was never that serious. It was never that serious. It was never that serious. You gotta find this.
My favorite things to do when I travel is to learn the history of the city. That is one of my favorite things. I know it might sound like, girl, no, you like to be on the beach in your bikini. No, I absolutely love whatever that city has to offer as far as its history, any museums, anything that makes that city unique. I want to see it.
Learning about their culture. I will personally say, don't, you know, if you travel to Europe or like any countries overseas, the plugs are different. Is that what it's called? Like the adapters. We have ruined so many of our flat irons,
beauty products, expensive products, because
they blow out the circuit. You know, you can't mix the two. So
that's a bummer. We've done that a few times.
And we always have to buy new hair products, new hair tools, hair dryers. Yeah, it's a struggle on the trip.
Another don't talk to strangers. Yeah, because we've been in so many situations where we look like tourists, and yeah, we're not gonna speak on it. Don't talk to strangers.
Hi guys, I'm Paris. And I'm Sydney, and this is our Hollywood townhome. Okay, so right when you walk in the entrance, to the right we have the staircase, and then to the left is our guest bathroom.
Okay, so being honest, my sister was so against moving to LA. But me being the little sister, being convincing that I am. So I was like, we just gotta go for it. We just gotta jump.
And to be fair, she was right.
Absolutely.
LA is a great place to be for a content creator. And so I'm really enjoying this journey with you. And I'm really enjoying what we've created. I'm enjoying how far we have to go. And I'm just enjoying putting in the work. Yeah. We want to work with the highest of the highest fashion brands. As far as the vlog, I see us having millions of views pretty soon. I see us inspiring so many women of all demographics.
I could really see this turning into a TV show, honestly.
Yes.
I think that we have such a beautiful story, a beautiful sisterly bond. I think it's something that a lot of people can relate to and want to see on their TV screen, because YouTube is such a huge platform, don't get me wrong, but what about the people who don't watch YouTube, you know? They would love to see this, you know? They would love to relate to our content and see it on the big screen, so.
And I think one thing Sydney said is a lot of people can relate to us, but like, what about the people who can't relate to us? The people who don't have a sister, or the people who don't have someone that they're really close to, who they can live life with. I think they might really enjoy watching that on the screen.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Sometimes we feel like, should we post this? Should we not? What are they gonna think? What are they gonna say? Were we telling the story well enough? Were we expressive enough? And I think like, if we would have just been consistent and trusted ourselves from the very first video in 2019, we would be much further along our journey. But we didn't. So here we are now, you know, and we're gonna be consistent all 2024.
Yes, we are.
And so I would just tell anybody starting off, pick up the camera, record, and post. Throw everything at the wall, whatever sticks, sticks.
I do think that it's hard as Black creators to kind of cross over to a broader range.
Yeah, and different demographics. But as my sister said, what's for us is for us. And so I don't think we look at it as anything being difficult for us or trying to compare our craft to any others. And so we're just gonna
keep doing us and keep putting out authentic content that we love and genuinely care and want to post. And if it reaches you and you love it, then continue to engage with it and continue to follow our journey. And if not, that's okay too. But like we always say, we're going to keep going. We're never going to give up. And, you know, what's for us is always going to be for us.
Yep. You can start by following us on our YouTube channel at The Kyle Sisters. We also have an Instagram page, The Kyle Sisters _. You can find me on Instagram at Paris Raquel _ and TikTok at Paris Raquel _.
And you can follow me at Sydney D Kyle _ on TikTok and Instagram.
We're The Kyle Sisters and you've just been buzzed.
Yes, as you can see, the sun is starting to set, so we're dressed and we're getting ready to go to dinner, have drinks with our friends so we can watch the sunset. So we're gonna wrap this video up, and as always,
Was that late?
if you like this video, please comment, like, subscribe.